Hello, Isabella. This is Playful Pup, which is on pages 42 to 43, and it's on putting it hands together. Now, I'd like to have you look at the music. If you start at the beginning, the first four bars are one phrase. And the next four bars are very much like that phrase with a different ending. And I call that A prime. The first four bars I call a little letter A, and then I call those measures like 5, 6, 7, and 8 little phrase A prime. That's the only time that one happens that way. If you look at measure 13, you have something very much like A. It ends a little tiny bit differently. Has a little bit of a decorated second measure. And then at measure 21, you have the same thing. So I would recommend practicing those A sections, measure 1, pick up to measure 5, pick up to measure 13, and pick up to measure 21. Practice those back and forth amongst themselves because they're so similar. And then the middle sections, which starts at the pick up to measure 9 and it repeats, there's another one at the pick up to measure 17. I call those the B phrases. And then the pick up to measure 17, I think, is exactly the same. So after you practice those parts that are the same as each other, then you can practice the whole piece. You might want to try practicing it backwards in sections. And this would be after you did all the practicing techniques that I talked about last week. So we start at the end, the pick up to measure 21. And then after you're comfortable with that, then you go back and start at the pick up to 17. And after you're comfortable with that, you can go back and start at the pick up to 13. And when you're feeling good about that, you can go back and start at the pick up to 9. And once you're comfortable with that, you can go back to the pick up before 5. And then you can do the whole piece. this is in the key of C. And the chords formed by the Alberti bass, there's a 1 chord, that's a C, E, G, and the 5 chord in first inversion is the B, D, G chord. And those are the 2 chords that you have. A 1 chord in root position and a 5 chord in first inversion.